You feel stuck, I know. Please just give me a couple of minutes of your time, watch this video, and I promise you it's going to help you. Okay, this channel, I made it pretty much to give financial tips, to give wealth building tips, okay? But I realized that not a lot of people are at the mid or even the high level to go deep into what financial literacy is, okay? And I include myself there years back, okay? I was there. I wanna help you guys out that don't know about stocks, that don't know about real estate investment, that don't know about EFTs, etc. Okay, but I wanna bring it down and go to the basics. And today we're gonna start rewiring your mind, changing your habits so you can get intrigued on financial literacy and it'll call your attention and you'll start moving in that direction. But the key word today is rewiring. Rewiring habits, rewiring your mind. That's where it all starts, okay? And you probably clicked on this video thinking we're gonna talk about money, and it all entails, it all comes together. It's gonna come together. Stick with me, okay? The first tip I'm gonna give you is you're gonna have to change your environment. Not everybody, but if you're surrounded with people that complain often, that just are wasting their time, that just bring your energy down, you're gonna have to change that circle of friends. You're gonna have to change where you're at. Okay, you're gonna have to open your mind up to different things, especially if you were brought up just in that environment. That to you is normal. But I'm here to tell you guys that that is not normal. There are other things out there. I just need you to open up and be willing to accept new things into your life. And you're gonna tell me or ask me, Carlos, so how do I do that? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get in your car, you're gonna get in the train, bus, whatever it is you use for transportation, and you're gonna go into the nicer side of town. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people that are struggler, that are less fortunate, live in certain areas, and the wealthier live in certain areas. That's how it is. I don't make up the rules, okay? I'm just here to give you the tips on how to do this. I want you to take your means of transportation and go to the nicer side of town, go to the coffee shops. You're gonna go to the coffee shops. I want you to rub elbows, not literally, but bring up conversations to people that you see that are friendly, that are willing to talk. And you don't go in asking about money directly. You're gonna go in and just say hi, open up conversations, talk about, ask them, oh, what line of work are you in, etc. And just go from there. You're gonna start seeing that there's a whole another world outside of the world that you live in that has a whole bunch of opportunities for you that are there for you to take as long as you just work for them and go towards them, okay? This is gonna rewire what you were brought up learning, what you were brought up considering the normal, that it's not the normal, okay? So we're gonna rewire your train of thought, rewire what you learned, okay? Change your environment, change the people around you. I want you to go to the Porsche dealership, go to the Lamborghini dealership. You're gonna say this is materialism. No, I want you to be around what you can achieve, okay? Even if your goal is not to buy a Lamborghini, you're gonna be seeing or standing next to a Lamborghini and be like, okay, this is attainable. Like you're surrounding yourself with these things and you're just gonna attract them, okay? Because if you're surrounding yourself around negativity all the time, you're surrounding yourself around things that are not of higher caliber, you're gonna turn that into your norm. And the truth is not. It's all in the mind, guys, all in the habit that you're choosing to soak in. So change that around and watch your wealth change around. Because what happens is, you're gonna ask me now, what does that have to do with me building wealth? Well, you're gonna rewire your brain again to say, this is achievable. I can attain this. If this person has it, why can't I? What do I have to do to get that? Go to the next side of town where you see the nice houses, okay? Change your environment. You don't have to go every day, but if you can just drive around or ride around the bus weekly, once a week, once every 2 weeks, get in the habit of that, okay? Change the people that are around you that are only talking about negative things. Change the people around you that are always making bad financial decisions or bad decisions in general. You wanna get away from that. That is the most important thing, because if you have wealth, okay, if you have millions of dollars in the bank and you hang around those type of people, they're going to drain it from you. You're going to start making bad decisions. You're going to start spending, making bad investments. Next thing you know, you're going to be right there with them. And that is not what we want, okay? We want to change that around, all right? So now we're going to go into tip number 2. All right, so tip number 2 is master one high value skill. And you're probably asking me, what is a high value skill? Good question, okay? High value skill is a skill that society pays well for you to do. I have a list here. You can go into sales, you can do marketing, you can do editing, copywriting, you can do investing. There's a lot more. A real big one that pays really, really well right now is if you're getting into AI and the tech side of things. You get paid really, really well for those things. Look into something that interests you. Don't just get in it if it doesn't call your attention, because then you're just gonna hate it, be miserable, and what's money if you're miserable with it. Okay, that's not what we're going for. So start learning those skills. Figure out what schooling you need to do that, okay? And then go after that. That's gonna make you a lot of money in a short amount of time. And when I say a short amount of time is within a year or 2 years, depending on the schooling that you need. Some of these things you don't really need a lot of schooling for. You might just need to go to a program, get certified in something, and go for that, okay? Because this is gonna make you the most amount of money in the least amount of time. And again, when I say least amount of time, a year goes by like this, okay? It's better if you sacrifice a year going to the school and getting a certificate or two and then making big money than just, struggling over and over, just doing the same thing that you're doing, because whatever you're doing is not working and you have to accept that. And this is the next tip I want to discuss with you is I need you to start thinking long term. I need you to start forgetting about you want something and you want it now. I need you to stop thinking I want something next week. Okay, I need you to practice delayed gratification, because wealth building and financial success takes time. There's a reason why you see, this is probably gonna sound bad, but the wealthy are older, and it's because they already put in the work. They put in the time investing, right? They put in the time in compounding what they earn. Compounding interest is a thing. You can probably get into it in other videos that I have here on this channel. I'll probably make one in the future. Compounding interest, you start making the big bucks after 15, 20 years, okay? But don't worry about that now. Don't let that number scare you. Right now, what we need to do is balance you out, get you on the right path, get you comfortable, get you out of the stress that you're probably feeling from the financial struggle that you're in, okay? And this is why I need you to stop thinking about short term. Start thinking long term, okay? Start thinking about investing. Start thinking about the schooling that we just discussed. How long is it gonna take? It's okay, don't get scared about that, because once you do all those things that you need to do and you look back, you're gonna feel so proud of yourself. It's this feeling, and I've been there. I've been in the trenches. Everything I'm telling you, I'm not just saying it just to say it. I've been there, okay? And it felt so good when you look back and everything that you worked for is finally paying off. You can't buy that. You can't buy that anywhere. You just get that from hard work. And I promise you guys, you just have to focus on that. You'll get there eventually. But that sensation, control your emotions, control your thoughts, okay? That feeling of I want it now, I need you guys to let that go. Take one step at a time. I need to do this, I need to do that. Don't think about the end goal being next week or next month. Take the right steps, slowly you're gonna get there. And this last one is, I want you to start taking accountability for yourself, for what you do. I don't want you pointing the finger at anybody else. I don't want you blaming your parents. I don't want you complaining about the situation that you're in. You're in it now. 9 times out of 10, you got yourself into it. Accept that. Accept that. I'm gonna let that simmer a little bit. Accept everything that you're in right now, okay? Yes, I know you don't decide what parents you get or the environment that they bring you into. But I'm here to let you know, if you don't like it, you can change it. Okay? And after that, whatever you're in, you probably chose to get into. Whether it's financial debt or any other trouble that you might be into, accept it so you can move on from it and then start looking for a way out. Start looking for that change. Okay? Start looking within yourself. What thought process do you get stuck in that brings you down? Think about that. When you lay your head down at night, what crosses your mind? What's that thought that keeps you up at night? Think about that, okay? Don't run from it. Think about it so you can start changing things, because you're going to start feeling better once you start changing things. And you're here thinking, well, what does this have to do with finances? You have to change those feelings. You have to change your mind. You have to be open to these things. You have to let a lot of things go. You have to let a lot of anger go. You have to let depression go. Whatever it is, you have to forgive yourself, forgive others. Okay, that you have to get that out so you can start just clearing up your mind, bringing positivity into your life, and then you're going to start making the right decisions. And you're not going to be so stressed, and you're not going to be worried about next month, and you're not going to be worried about what this other person thinks, because you focus on yourself, and you know, and you have a good conscience that what you're doing is good for yourself and to those people around you. You know, because I'm going to say you're probably going to help your parents out and your family members out if you make it to a good place and if you can. So you need to do what you need to do for yourself and then help the others around you. But that's something that you have to start doing. Take accountability for yourself. What are the thought processes? What are the emotions that you're struggling with? You know, start dealing with them. Once you start getting those things out of the way, then you're going to start making better decisions. Always keeping in the back of your mind the main goal, the finances, your career path, your investments, okay? That's here. Everything else is down here, okay? But this is your first step. Okay, you have to clear this out, make this all good so you can take that next step and then keep climbing. But it's one step at a time. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments down below. I'd be glad to discuss this with you guys. I'm not just making this video just to make a video. This is a real thing that you have to address that a lot of people don't speak about. Okay, and I'm not saying everybody's in the same boat, because we're not. Some people don't have that struggle. Some people were born in better families, a better environment than others. But this video is for those people that do struggle with those things. And I'm here to tell you there is a way out. You just have to take step by step, start making those changes. Well, I make a video every week, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. My analytics do say the majority of you guys are men, so I welcome all you guys. Again, any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and stay tuned for my next video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.